Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I didn't really know whether I should do this video or not, or I don't know if I can talk about this or not, because I haven't done anything like this before. I haven't spoken things like this before, which is very personal. But yeah, I just thought I should share this information and share it with you guys, like what happened and what is actually happening right now. So yeah, that's gonna be this video, and before that, please do like, share, comment to the video, subscribe to the channel. And also, don't forget to press the bell icon so you get advice and post some videos. So yeah, just wait. I'll just explain you what happened. Just few days back, I was working like general daily work, my VFX work, and I got a call scheduled with my supervisor. Um, I didn't know what it was about, but pretty much, if you guys are following VFX in the industry and all those things, you should be aware of this writer's strike and also the SAG-AFTRA strike, which is like the actors' strike, which has been going on from May 1st. So it's been almost like 3 months now, and the strike is going on and hasn't stopped yet. They haven't come to a conclusion yet. I'll explain about the strike in some time, and yeah. So I got a call. I had a call scheduled for last week, and then they just told me that I cannot really say like what information they have on their side, but for to me, what they said was. Uh, so basically, no one has work, and for me, my last date was just like 2 weeks from now. So I only have work for 2 more weeks. I don't have work after that. Um, and then I spoke to some of my friends from like previous studios and all those. Like everyone is pretty much working in a different studio, like in Vancouver, Toronto, and all those places. And I spoke to like maybe 5 to 6 people, and pretty much everyone is in the same situation. So most of their contracts are not getting renewed, and they're just waiting on work. They don't have work. I spoke to one of my friend in Montreal. He said like he's been without work for like a month now. So he's just doing like other things which he wanted to do during his free time. So he's just doing other things. So yeah, pretty much everyone is like that in this like currently because of the strike. And basically, what happened was why this is happening is because of the strike, which I told you before. So it started with the Writers Guild. So Writers Guild is actually basically like a union or an association for writers who write TV shows and movies for Hollywood. So it's like these unions which we have in India. So Actors Association, like Producers Association, and all those things. Like it's very similar to that. So there is this association for writers, and on the other side there is this association called which is basically an association for all the production companies like Marvel, Warner Bros, all those huge production companies, including let it be anything like movie production or TV show production or streaming platform like OTTs. All those people are in that association. So basically, MPA puts a contract with all these associations. So not just like writers, but and everything. So every department like in production. So when and that contract expires every 3 years, I think. So and the last day of that contract was April 30th of this year. So because of this increasing threat or popularity of AI and all those things, there are some AI tools which can literally generate a story or screenplay or all those things. So uh, production companies can just hire people to develop like a new AI tool. I'm just telling this as like a possibility. So uh, I'm just explaining like why this strike is happening. So production companies can develop a tool like that, so they don't need writers anymore. So all those writers are going to be like jobless. So because of that, the people in the writers association, like, they wanted to update the contract saying that AI will not be used to replace them and all those things. Like, I can probably show you guys. It's called 2023 Writers Guild of America Strike. So yeah, if we go to Wikipedia, it's gonna simply explain it in like uh, 2 lines or something. So yeah, it started on May 2nd. It's been going for like 89 days now. And yeah, so caused by lack of agreement on a new contract between the WGA and the AMPTP. AMPTP is like the Association for Production Companies. So another reason is poor compensation for writers via residuals with the advent of streaming. So basically, they're doing the strike because they want better pay. And goals of the strike is to increase funding and job security for writers, and increase the size of writers' room and limit the usage of AI in the writing process. So these are their demands, and basically they wanted all these demands to be put in the new contract, but the production companies did agree to those terms. And so when the contract expired on April 30th, they went on a strike saying that they're not going to sign the new contract unless these terms are actually put up in the contract and updated. So, um, so they went on a strike, and that strike has been going on for like almost 90 days now. And last month, following the writers, the Actors Association, which is also called SAG-AFTRA, they also went on a strike with the same kind of goals. I can also show you that. So as you can see here, since July 14th has coincided with a SAG-AFTRA strike. So this is the SAG-AFTRA strike, which is lack of agreement on a new contract. The same thing, disagreement over streaming residuals and regulation of self-tape auditions. I'm not really sure like what is that. Like so, this is like the Actors Association. So basically, every actor from like Tom Cruise to like junior artists, like background artists, like everyone's gonna be in this association. So and then again studio usage of AI to scan actors faces with oh yeah, so this is also another tool where studios are they kind of like want to use or something like that, where they just scan the face of an actor and they can pretty much use that face wherever in the movie, so they can they don't even need the actor to be in personally in there. So yeah, so that is also there. And goals is again ratification of a labor contract, streaming service residual formula, greater regulation of self tape, and preventing AI from replacing actors. So yeah, if there's like 100 people or something like that, you can just generate everything on AI, and you don't even need like 100 junior artists there. So those 100 people are not gonna have any jobs. So yeah, that's what is that. So both of these have coincided now, and both of these associations are on strike, and pretty much we don't know when this is going to end, and how this is affecting us is as like in the VFX industry. So because these people are on strike, if there are no writers and there are no actors acting in anything, any project that was going on in between, it's stopped. So everything's stopped now. So and apart from that, even projects that have finished like shooting and it's in post production or things like that, people are kind of like afraid, like production companies are not gonna pay the studios, even if you take up the project. So because of that, no studio has work, and or studios have very limited work, which once if they complete those projects, they're not gonna have any new projects until this is over. So because of that, every day after day, we just have less work to do, and there are like so many VFX artists like all around the world, and you know it's affecting like every studio in the world right now, because Hollywood is like the biggest market where we get work. So because of that, we don't have work, and yeah, I only have work for the next 2 weeks, and i don't know I don't know what's gonna happen after that, because if it's just like one place, then you can always move to another place. But every studio in in like pretty much every country is like that right now. So it's very hard to move right now. It's very hard to do, and some people can ask me like, you are a freelancer, like how can you lose your job? So there's like two different things. So first thing is like a proper freelancer, as in where I'm doing my YouTube videos. It's just my videos, I do it, I don't have to wait for anyone else. And then YouTube pays me. So that's like one type of self-employed, one type of freelancing. A second thing is a contractor. So it's again by tax, by on paper, you're a freelancer, but it's more like it's more closer to the structure of an employee, but you're not an actual employee. So uh, you are like a freelancer, but it's kind of in between like an employee and a complete freelancer. So because of that, I pretty much work every day like how an employee works in a company. So I work 8 hours a day. So all those things are very much like an employee, but it's just that like when it comes to taxes and all those things, it's different. So because of that, every artist in every studio they have a contract, and that contract expires on a specific day. So that expiry date is usually going to be like the end of a specific project which you're going to work on. So let's say they get a new project and they want like five more people. They hire five more people for like, let's say it's going to take like 6 months to finish that project. So they're going to hire like five people for the next 6 months. So their contract will expire 6 months in 6 months. Yeah, once after that, if they get another project, they're gonna extend the contract. Otherwise, they're not going to. So, like that, my contract is expiring in 2 weeks, and they're not gonna renew it. So, I spoke to some of my friends, and most of the people they're on contract, but their contract, no studio is actually extending any contract right now, because as studio, it's also a business. You cannot lose money in a business. So to cut out their losses or to be safer, they're not gonna keep paying people like without any work. No one's gonna do that. So yeah, so I don't know about the strike, like when this is going to end, or when things will get back to normal, but right now it's very very bad. So yeah, I still see people messaging me on Instagram about like VFX jobs and stuff, like very bad time to actually see that, because people who already have jobs, they don't have it right now. So if you go to LinkedIn, if you just see like any VFX person, you're gonna see that open to work. You know you can put that open to work on your DP profile picture on LinkedIn. So you're gonna see that on most of the people's profile picture, including mine. So uh, yeah, so that's how it is right now. It's in a very bad situation, the whole industry. So we're not sure how long this strike is going to go. The production companies, they still haven't agreed to even like do a negotiation. They just say like, we have a contract, just sign it. We're not going to change anything. So they are in that kind of a zone right now. So, and writers pretty much, including the writers and the actors, no one is going to get paid if no one is working. So I don't know how long can people go without working. We have expenses to do. So we have to pay for rent and all those things. So I don't know how long this is gonna go. So people are predicting it's gonna go until like October, November, and then by that time something will happen. They will at least like negotiate, and they will come like halfway through, or they will meet in between or something like that. It's just a basic negotiation, but we don't know when that is gonna happen. Like, these studios haven't agreed to talk about it yet. We are getting like different predictions. Some people are saying it's just gonna be okay in like a month. They're gonna close the contract. I mean, they're gonna sign the contract next month or something like that. And some people say it's gonna go even like next year. Till like February or March of next year, which is very very bad. No one can go that long without jobs. So and another thing is, this is going to be temporary, because people want to watch movies anyway. So people have to work eventually. So we just don't know how long this is gonna be, but it's gonna be temporary anyway. But once this ends and once things get back to normal, there's gonna be so much shortage of artists to work, because if this is gonna go for like 6 months, many of the people are actually gonna switch careers. They're gonna move out of the VFX industry and to do something else, because you cannot really stay like this for 6 months. 6 months is a long time, and most people cannot go without money for 6 months. So because of that, most of the artists, they're gonna switch to a different career. They're gonna start doing something else. So people are gonna leave the industry, and by the time this becomes normal, there's gonna be at least like 5 to 6 times more projects coming all the time, all together at the same time, and every studio is gonna want like so many artists, and artists will be in demand at that time. But we don't know when that is. We only know when things are gonna end. Only then we can predict that scenario. But that's what's gonna happen once the strike ends and things come back to normal. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. It's not a large information to say, but yeah, so that's the situation. It's a very bad situation right now. So yeah, yeah. If you guys have any questions, just like comment below or message me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So if this was useful, please to like, share, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. And also don't forget to press the bell icon so I get updates and post more videos. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, it's Manish.